Good afternoon, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car here, which is a 2010 Honda Accord. Brian's my name. For any information you want on the car, please do give me a call, 086. That's 086 843 1945. Normally most cars we have here are in around, well, you know, less than 5 years old, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 reg, and obviously brand new as well. This car, we know it well, it's got a full service history, and normally I would actually sell this car to maybe wholesaler auction, which means a reseller is going to probably buy the car and put it on their own used car forecourt with a markup or something like that. But you know what, it's actually a really nice car. Unfortunately I can't put a warranty on it, but it's got a full service history. It's just been serviced here about 400 miles ago. It's got some tax, it's got some NCT. I drove it over the weekend and I put about 300 or so miles in the car, and it drives a bomb. It drives really, really well. So maybe if there's someone out there that's looking for, they're considering buying something privately, this might be a good alternative for them. You'll see the price structure and all that kind of stuff on the advert anyway. So on the front, this is an executive model, which means it has parking sensors on the front of the car, 17-inch alloy wheels. After that then, nice chrome around the windows. There's a moonroof on the executive model. Coming around to the back, there is also parking sensors on the rear of the car. They're on my bags because I had them in the car over the weekend. And the nice thing is it's got full leather and stuff like that as well. Condition wise on the outside of the car, let's have a close look. So there's a little bit of a scuff here on the bumper. I'm sure I could probably tidy that up a little bit, but it's still going to be there. But real good compounding, I think, will take an awful lot of that out. Front fog lights, everything seems to be working on the car. Nice chrome grille on the front. The parking sensors are working on the front of the car. These are flies, so that's okay. They're just, and again, it's very, very light surface, little scratches. But it is an 8-year-old car, so you're going to expect that kind of stuff. There is Goodyear tyres on the car, with a reasonable amount of tread on the front left one. We're going to keep looking down the side. Side of the car actually is in good order throughout. It looks straight. Yeah, good and tidy throughout. And then this rear tyre here, Goodyear tyre again, reasonable amount of tread on the back of it. Very small, well, not very small, but this scratch is very light. I reckon actually that'll come out with ourselves with a good machine polishing overall. And round to the rear of the car, parking sensors all work along the back. Down the driver's side of the car, quite good. Again, this tyre here is in good condition, as is this front tyre over here in good condition as well. These are 2.2, 150 horsepower. I drove the car over the weekend. She's averaging about 49 or so, well 47 now because it's been taken over, but on the average while I was driving over the weekend, around 49 or so miles per gallon, driving the car and being sensible about it. But it's not bad for stone chips. There's a couple of stone chips, but it's actually not bad at all for a 2010 car. After that then, underneath, Honda DTEC, in terms of, yes, there's some little, we don't clean underneath engine bays, but even at that anyway, this is normal kind of stuff in the car, but it looks quite tidy in terms of structurally up both sides of the car. Top of the struts seem to be rust free. Even that manifold there, the cover over, that actually tends to rust on them sometimes, and that one's not bad. There's some tax and NCT on the car, so she's tested until 420 and it's taxed until 1218. It is 390 per year for road tax. After that then, in terms of the boot, the previous owner actually got a spare wheel for it. So the history in the car, actually, it originally came out of the UK over in Wales. Slaney View Honda brought it in, then they sold it to a guy that traded it into us, and then this second owner, he bought the wheel. So you see the spare wheel there, that needs to be cleaned, which we know we'll give it a clean up and all that stuff if someone wants to buy it from us. But there is, the nice thing, it's got full service history all the way through, and most of it's Honda as well. So electrics along here, over there, that door card's in good condition. I just want to turn on that friggin' radio, so just bear with me now for a sec. Okay, so the seats are in really nice condition actually. Leather all good, 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, armrest in the centre. Very nice condition all the way through the back. Needs a bit of a clean up, but nothing bad. But yeah, no, condition's quite good in through there. In through the front of the car, all the electrics for windows and mirrors, and it's got memory seats, which is quite cool. And then the seat obviously is adjustable backwards, forwards, up and down, lumbar support for lower back, and the passenger, because it's an executive, actually gets the same treatment as well. So electrics over here. After that then I just pulled out the service history. So let's have a look inside here. So previous owner kept all the receipts. He actually was down, he looked at a CRV we had and just ended up going from there. So service at 17,000 miles, 28,000 miles. Doesn't have the mileage on that one. 53,000 miles, 66,000 miles, 84,000 miles, 94,000 miles, 106,000 miles, 113,000 miles, 950, and there's now just about 114 odd. So like the car, the previous customer pretty much drove it back up home, did very little in it, and he's basically come back down and traded it straight into us, and then I've driven it over the weekend. So all that side leather in good condition throughout. And then over here, driver's seat. Like, I mean, to be fair, it is a leather seat and you'd expect to be somewhere. It's not bad at all. The bolster along here, normally they get very bad, so that's not bad at all. Parking sensors, as we were saying, work front and rear. You have in through the centre there then a reverse camera. I'm just going to get out of the way of the sun here because this camera does not like the sun. So there we go, maybe a bit better. So big clocks in through here. As we see then, there is toggling through there, 114,379. That's just our front parking sensor making noise. As I was saying to you then, if I go for reverse camera, comes in through there. Close this over. So there you go, reverse camera. After that then, I've got my navigation. Okay, so it is a 2011, I think, map. The last of those maps are 2014, but you know, it's still quite reasonable. I used it yesterday to go up the north of Ireland. Heating controls on both sides, so all that's displayed in through there. And what's cool about this, actually, up on the back shelf, it has the normal speakers, but it has premium audio. So in behind that middle headrest, there's actually a subwoofer, and it does make a big difference. So if you look at the rear speaker, big subwoofer in through the middle there, so it makes a big difference actually when you're playing music overall. Okay, after that then, cruise control works in through here. Voice activated, Bluetooth and voice activation for other commands, but you have to learn the commands obviously. So that's for your navigation system setup. After that, seats are heated on the front. Okay, CD player, but they're getting a bit outdated. By USB and auxiliary and all that kind of stuff. Drinks holders in through there. 6 gear forward. The car drives really well, no problems. Engine, clutch.
Pardon?
Oops, she thought I was doing something. But engine, gearbox, all that kind of stuff. Suspension, drives good. It actually, I suppose most of the time, I find I do end up driving relatively new cars home, and I just thought to myself yesterday driving that, I came across my head, I was going, do you know what, this is some serious value for money for what you're getting. The car that drives pretty much as enjoyably as quite a new car. Anyway, someone might be interested in it rather than going buying one privately. Here's one with a full service history that's just been serviced with decent tyres, with an NCT, with road tax. As I was saying, unfortunately we can't give you warranty because she's outside our terms and conditions for warranty, but might be useful to someone. But I think we priced it to account for that anyway. If you want any more info, give me a shout. 086 843 1945. Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage in Kildare Town. Thanks.